As part of the CPR dialogues, the Just Jobs Network and the Center for Policy Research are really excited for the launch of their new Jobs Initiative. This Jobs Initiative focuses on 3 pillars. The first is to serve as a platform for sharing of knowledge and information across experts and stakeholders. The second is to identify research gaps and to conduct research in order to plug those gaps. And the third is to make meaningful contributions to the public and policy discourse on jobs so that we can achieve change, even though it might be incremental and iterative change, to achieve change nonetheless.
When we conceptualized this particular session, what we thought about was, again, 3 areas where we would be focusing on. The first was informality, because that dominates the job discourse in India. The second was the changes that have been brought about by technology, which is, again, part of the New Technology and Society initiative that has been launched in CPR. And the third is looked at as gender, because fundamentally the difference between us and many other advanced countries and developed countries of the world like China is the proportion of women who are actually working in the labor force.
Yes.
So during the discussions, I think we were happy to see that these 3 issues were something that came across as important by the rest of the participants. The one other issue which sort of emerged is, I think, the importance of looking at the transition of jobs in rural areas and what that process is in terms of both looking at improving agriculture as well as making that transition out of agriculture happen and what kind of spaces it can happen. The spatial aspect and its importance, I think, was re-emphasized. So overall, I think we had a productive session. I have been part of CPR for long enough that I would love to think that CPR Dialogue is a great opportunity. Tomorrow, beginning with the large inaugural panel today, we have the lead-up sessions on technology, on environment, and now, of course, in the job stuff that we're going through. And before that was a thing on politics. What it is, I think, is the first time in 45 years that we're actually doing an institution-wide conference. And even to us who work in the institution, I think the breadth of the conference and the complete variety and the depth of each of these sessions is something that is still striking to even somebody who works there. But I don't know, Sabina, you might have a different take coming from the outside.
I think the CPR Dialogues is a tremendous opportunity to really showcase the breadth of the expertise within CPR, within the Center for Policy Research. There is a real hunger for think tanks that are multi-issue think tanks that can contribute and bring a progressive voice to these issues. And from that perspective, I think that it is wonderful that CPR is starting this tradition of hosting the CPR Dialogues to bring together disparate voices to have really meaningful discourse on a very wide range of issues. And for my part and the Just Jobs Network's part, we are very, very happy to partner on the Jobs Initiative and hope to have an ongoing engagement with the CPR Dialogues.